Hi, everyone. I'm Chandler Rosenberg with Plant-Based Utah. Welcome back for our weekly Q&A with Dr. Niki Davis. Welcome, Dr. Davis.
Hello.
This week, we've got a follow-up to our protein question a couple weeks ago from Devin. And he asks, are there increased protein requirements for athletes on a plant-based diet?
Okay, so as we know, protein is something that we need. So it is something that is used for building all of the tissues in our bodies, and that includes muscles. So it is something important that we eat. Like we went over in the protein video, the amino acids that make up a protein, the source is actually plants. So even when you're eating, say, an animal like a cow, the protein that you're getting from their muscles is built out of the amino acids that the cow has gotten from eating the plant food that it ate. Like, unfortunately, a lot of cows eat corn because that's what we feed them. But if they eat grass or things like that. So just so that you're aware of that all the amino acids still come from plants. So if you're wondering about how much protein you need, if you're looking at just, the average person, the World Health Organization actually says that we need about 0.5 grams per kilogram of body weight. So you just take your body weight and you can calculate that for yourself. If you are a strength type athlete, then you would need to increase the amount of protein to 1.2 grams per kilogram body weight. And then if you're an endurance athlete, it would increase to 1.4 to 1.5 grams per kilogram of body weight. So you do need more protein when you are an athlete. But that doesn't mean that the type of food you need is something that is more concentrated in protein, if that makes sense. You don't need to be looking for sources that are super high in protein. You just need to eat more food, because if you eat more food, not only are you going to get more carbohydrates, which are actually extremely important for athletes, but you're also going to get more protein. So you're going to bump up the amount of protein that you're getting just by consuming more calories. Now, if you're worried about what happens, so if you're going to be eating more protein than what you need, what happens to that protein? If you're eating excess over that 1.2 or 1.4, 1.5, what happens to it? Does it just go to your muscles and you get bigger muscles? Well, no. In fact, what happens is your liver and kidneys metabolize the protein, and then it gets dumped into your urine. So any of that excess protein that your body does not require is not something that is going to immediately just get shuttled into your muscles and give you bigger muscles. Basically, by taking in more protein, you're not going to be, it's actually been shown in studies that you're not going to be improving your muscle mass or your strength gains from doing that. So there's no reason to take on more than what that minimum is. And in fact, if you look at a plant-based diet, the average person who eats a plant-based diet ends up, just by eating a plant-based diet, getting about 2 times the daily recommendation without even trying. So it's really difficult to become deficient in protein. In fact, it's pretty much non-existent. If you get enough calories in, you're getting enough protein. So there are some places where people are not taking in enough calories, and so they do become protein deficient, and that's something called kwashiorkor. But it's just something that we just don't see. It's very rare unless you're not getting enough calories in. So I would say that for the athlete, you just want to make sure that you are eating a good whole food plant-based diet. And if you're doing that, you're going to be getting plenty of protein, and you don't need to worry about taking any extra supplementation or anything like that.
That's great. That's interesting to know there's an upper limit of, the amount of protein that your body can process.
Right.
Thank you, Dr. Davis. Thank you guys for tuning in, and we'll see you next week.
Thanks.